Imagine style so eloquent that functionality is secondary. Imagine expert guidance and a process that's all about you. Imagine exceptional quality at a price you can feel good about. Imagine immense satisfaction. Mark Hall Cabinetry, where everything you imagine materializes.
Look at these cherry tomatoes. Aren't they just perfect?
I'm going to get some fruit salad. Thanks.
My bathtub won't drain. Do you have an opening in a day or so? You are Mr. Reuter, right?
Bank teller.
Remember, there are other courteous people besides Mr. Reuter plumbers.
If you'll notice, all the sand and gravel, you've noticed this belt comes straight down and it makes a 90-degree turn, and it goes, and see those gravel piles just in a line and all the way down to the sand pile, they're all in a line. There's gates under every one of them. There's gates under every one of them, and it's totally automated. Right now, these are just stockpiles, okay? And these stockpiles are filling the bins, which is just materials ready to be batched. Now, inside the building, we'll go in a minute, and you'll see the batching operation. And what he's doing is he's making sure that that gravel doesn't segregate. He's making sure that because our gravels are produced by Boone Quarries, and they're graded. You've got 1 inch, 3/4, ½ inch, all the way down. If you got a certain amount of each one in there, because when you produce concrete, what you're trying to do is fill every void. The truck is a mixer, and that's what we in the business call it. We call it a mixer. Okay. And if you talk to a driver, so what do you do? He said, I drive a mixer.
Okay, all right.
And that's one thing I also wanted to say is if you've never heard me say cement truck.
Right.
That is not a cement truck. That is a ready-mix concrete truck.
Ready-mix concrete.
Part of concrete. Yeah, cement is one of the products that's used to make concrete. That's right.
I got you.
And ready-mix concrete is the pliable wet stage. Concrete is what you walk on and what you drive on every day.
Okay.
This is our main plant in Columbia.
Okay.
This is one of our bigger plants, but this is also where dispatch is taken care of. Our batchman over here, which is the distinction between a dispatcher and a batchman. Dispatcher is the ones actually talking to the drivers and moving the trucks around and putting trucks on jobs and everything such as that. The batchman is actually the one that loads the trucks. That's why we have them together. Time is stamped on the ticket when it was loaded, and what we consider loaded is when the water and cement mix. This is actually his batch console. So here up across the top, you can see the weights. That's one thing. We can retard the concrete to make it set slow. We can accelerate the concrete to make it set fast. Now a lot of people would think, well, that's just depending on weather. No, not necessarily. We're now into the heart of the plant itself. And I know looking at this, it may be kind of hard to tell exactly what everything is, but that belt we looked at earlier, you can look up, you can see that belt coming in the very top of the plant. At the very top of the plant, across there, that's storage bins. That's sand and gravel stored in there. All right, and up at the top, you see this round silo here. That's storage cement. You look at the hopper toward the back right there. Yep. That is a scale. That's a 50,000-pound scale. All right. And if you notice the gates there, it will drop the sand or gravel, depending on. And if you notice how many gates there are, that's how many different products of sand and gravel we have. And here's another thing. You can look back here. You can see all these tanks here, all these different tanks. These are the chemical admixes I was telling you about.
Okay.
Once he gets onto the plant here, he said, that's Paul's indicator and Paul's probably already got the load ready to go. And what he's going to do is he's going to dump, that drum is going to dump into the truck. The truck's going to be at mixing speed. Again, the truck is a mixer, the plant is a mixer in this case, so that's how it takes place. And what he'll do is he'll get a ticket, or he'll go right in this room right here and get his ticket, and then he'll grab his ticket in there and come back out, and he's on his way. He knows where he's going.
Brought to you in part by Carpet One Floor and Home Columbia. Best brands, best service. The one store for your perfect floor. Forum Christian Church, intentionally connecting people to Jesus. And Withrow Electric. No job too small.